Hello. So, I'm sitting here thinking, this is one YouTube channel that I absolutely wish I never had to do. Never. But I am. I wish I never had to do this, but I am. So, yeah, I'm lost. I just don't know what to do anymore, who I'm supposed to be anymore. At one point in my life, I had 3 beautiful children here on earth. That means the world to me. Then on February 18th of this year, 2025, one of them got ripped away from me even before I knew. There was no way of fixing it. There was no way to bring him back. So yeah, that changed me. It really changed me. I don't smile like I did before. I don't feel like I did before because a piece of me is gone, right? And I know he's in a better place, but he's not here. So yeah, that changed who I am. I still trust God. I still trust God. I have to, right? I have to. Because I taught my son about God, about who God is, who God was, how much I love him, and I can't give up on him. Not everything I taught my son, my kids about God. I would be a hypocrite, right? I still trust in the God that has my son. I really just don't know how to process this. My head, my heart is a mess. And I'm usually the person who fixes everything for everybody, right? Makes everything better for everybody. Has an answer to make problems be fixed. But I don't have an answer for this. Can't fix this. I can't fix this. I can't find that piece of that puzzle over there. No matter how hard I try, no matter how much I looked for it, I can't find that piece. I can't fix bringing my son back. I can't fix the things that happened. I can't just make any of it better. It's not just a dream, right? A nightmare that you can wake up from. It's not something that will just go away. Maybe I'm in denial, but I don't see my son as not being here. I just know that he's not here. That makes sense. For those who say that I'm not trying or have an issue with the way that I'm processing things, the way that I'm dealing with things, by doing just these YouTube videos, but they benefit me more than they benefit anybody else. And I just put them out there just so that others will share their stories, right? That's what God laid on my heart. Put them out there. To let people know that they're not alone in this. To still trust God, to not give up on God no matter what. Even in this, right? Even in this. The most horrific pain that a parent has to endure. Losing her world. You still gotta trust God. You still gotta trust God. But the way that I'm processing this, and trying to understand, it's a struggle. Just to wake up every single day, knowing that nothing will ever be the same. Every day is a new day, where every single moment of my days are never going to be the same again. Not again. And I often hear a lot of people, when you say, how's your day going? And they reply, same old day, different crap. Same old day, different crap, right? I used to say that, same day, different stuff. But it's not that way anymore, right? Because every day, when you don't have your child here, is a new day that you've got to face without your child here. It's a day where I have to go through one more day where I will never feel Kody's hug again. I will never hear his laugh again. I'll never see my son smile again. I will never feel his love again. I will never hear Kody say, hey mom, I love you. I'm good. I love you. Bye. Gotta go to work. Never gonna hear it again. Yeah, I still have him on videos. I got the ADT thing, right? And I've watched his videos. Him walking back and forth from his house to my house because he lived right behind me. And I catch him. Hey mom, love you. Love you. Love you. Can't tell you how many times I just sit there, just replay those little clips that I got. I love you. Just to hear them. Yeah, I may be crazy. There's a lot of new things that I'm trying to process. This ain't easy. I have no idea, right? I honestly don't. What I need from one moment to the next, right? Sorry. I have no idea what I need, what my head needs, what my heart needs from one minute to the next. I am constantly at war within myself, wrestling the devil about things. I know that. That's why I'm doing these videos. Wrestling in my head, where the devil is trying to convince me so hard, right? Trying to convince me that I failed my son and that I'm a bad mom and I should have known. I fight this every day. The devil is just in my head, right? In my head, in your heads about your kids, things you should have known. What if, 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 right? All the time. And that's a hard war to fight because you're the mom. That war is so hard. And when you fight in yourself, not the things that people can see, but the things that only you can see, the things that are constantly talking to you in your brain, that battle right there, that's the hardest battle. But then when you trust in God, that's where God comes down, charging down from heaven and rushes into my spirit and fights those fights, fights those thoughts. That's why I gotta have God, because I can't fight those thoughts without God. I can't. I would completely give up. I can't fight those thoughts in my head without God. I need God in my corner. I need God to fight the devil for me. Call me crazy. It's okay. But every single time I doubt and lose hope, I can hear God in my spirit saying, I was there with Kody. Didn't fail you. Answered your prayers. When you asked me to save him. When you asked me to save him, I got him. I answered your prayers. He saved my son. He saved Kody from himself. And my heart rests and finds comfort in that, because God sees all the things that I can't, all the things that I can't see. God sees those. And God, I am so grateful that you saved him, that you caught my Kody. Just as you stated, for so long, you kept him saved before this world messed him up again. Yeah, this is so hard, but I am and have always put my trust in you, God. Always. I ask God, just please keep sending me signs and messages. Keep sending me messages about my son. Let me have my talks with Kody. I know you were the only one protecting him from me. I know you were, God. That's why the one time out of all other times, he came so close. It just didn't work out. I'm close to losing him, but it wasn't the time. But God, I just need you to show me what happened, right? Show me what I need to see. It's my prayer. Show me what I need to see. Open my eyes. Help me ask the right questions, God. Help me ask the right questions. Yeah, I feel like I'm losing my mind sometimes. And then this scripture thing, like Facebook, came up on your memories, right? After I had wrote that. And it says, I'll show it to you. That's what it says. I'll read it for you. It says, the devil is trying to frustrate you because he knows God is going to help you win this battle. Keep going. That came up on my feed on October 6th, 2025 at 9:45 p.m. I'm trying. God, I'm really trying here. But this world, they got our kids, y'all. They got our kids. Stop what you're doing. Check on them. I was all up in my kids' business, right? All up in my kids' business, but I missed things. Because the world is seriously messed up. They are forcing this stuff all down our kids' head. Confusing them. Hurting them. Making them think that they're less than what they are by polluting them in the school. By polluting them in every single thing they watch on TV. And I'm begging y'all, just pay attention. I was reading a book the other day to my daughter, right? And it was a kid's book. And it had to mention things in there that was inappropriate for her. She's 9. She is 9 years old. She doesn't need to be knowing about like genders and stuff. About identities. She's a child of God. Stop. Stop screwing up our children. If you want to go and be whatever you want to be, then be that. But don't force it down our kids' throats. That's not your job. That's not your right. That's not your power. You don't get to do that. If you want to screw someone up, go screw your own head up. Stop making our kids feel like they are less than what they are because they don't identify with somebody else. Who cares? That's on you. Stop cramming that crap down my kid's throat. And yeah, that takes me off. I'm sorry, it does. You people confused my children, my child. Where is he now? Where is he now? He's in heaven because he gave his life to God. But all you messed up sick people in the world that just want to confuse your children and confuse our children, you have no right to do that. You made it personal. When you got into my son, when you got into his head, you made it personal. And that's not right. Because now I don't have him. Because of the stupid clubs in the schools. Because of the stupid crap you put on TV. Crying out loud, watch Leave It to Beaver. You know what I mean? That was our show. My son, so sweet, so freaking innocent. Right? Anyway, guys. I'll get more into that later. But right now I gotta go. Love you, Kody. Always. God's got you, babe. You're safe from all this bullcrap in the world. All this toxic stuff in the world. You're not hurting. You're not confused. You're not in pain. You're not ashamed. You don't not feel like you're less because of politics, identities. We're the God. You're perfect. You're perfect. I love you to the moon, trees, and the stars. All the way to heaven.